Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including Star vs. the Force of Evil, which we'll be getting into right now. I'm Dylan Hysen, and welcome to our panel discussion for Butterfly Trap and Ludo, Where Art Thou, the latest episodes of Star vs. the Force of Evil that aired on Saturday. This is our second-a-week Star podcast that we have added to our rotation while Star is weekly, where we will be, we have a panel who you'll be meeting shortly that will be breaking down various questions about the latest episodes of Star, and then the twist is they will be graded on their answers on a 5-point scale based off of uniqueness, reasoning, and quote-unquote correctness. And we will determine a winner at the end. So a game show format based on people's knowledge slash nonsense about these latest Star episodes. If you listened to our last week's one, I think I'm keeping 4 out of the 6 same questions, so you guys can kind of play along at home each week. Mostly it's going to be the same questions rotated through. So find us at overlyanimated.com, and make sure to subscribe to our Star feed on iTunes, Overly Animated Star, or on YouTube if you're listening there. A lot of people listen to our Star stuff on YouTube. You can subscribe to not miss any of our Star podcasts. Make sure you check out our recap for Butterfly Trap and Ludo, Where Art Thou? But yeah, let's start off this panel. We will meet our panelists as they answer our first question, which is, which episode did you like more of these two? And what made it stand out to you? But I have a twist on top of this first question, guys, because this is a lopsided two episodes. I will be incentivizing you to pick the Ludo episode by grading it on a 10-point scale. So if you pick Ludo, Where Art Thou and you successfully argue for it perfectly, you can get 10 points. But you can only get up to 5 points for arguing for Butterfly Trap. But you could still get 0 for Ludo too if I don't like your answer. So risk reward here. Who's gonna pick Ludo, Where Art Thou to argue for it? Let's do that, and let's meet our first panelist, the returning champion, Alex Bonilla. Alex, hello, and which episode are you gonna pick here?
Hola, everybody. I argued for Ludo, Where Art Thou being a good episode on our original podcast. And I still believe that it is a very strong episode to the point where I can justify it being better than Butterfly Trap. I think it especially works when you consider the fact that it works its tone really well. It's a very dramatic, a tight family drama between Dennis and Ludo. It starts off in this very uncomfortable position, seeing Dennis and his parents interact. And then Dennis, trying to figure some anchor in his life, goes out to find Ludo and finds that Ludo is also going insane and is doing his best to rescue Ludo. But in the process, he is facing his own demons, and the episode shifts to that kind of like horror thriller atmosphere. The show does a really good job of just making the entire episode feel uncomfortable, but in a way that puts you in Dennis's shoes of just his entire life being an entire wreck. But that makes the climax all that more rewarding, seeing him finally fight through and defend himself, and in the process winning Ludo over, rescuing Ludo from at least one of the many demons that he has to face on his own. So I do think that Ludo, Where Art Thou was more successful in terms of its message and being focused on a tone, on a style.
Okay, that was not very definitive. You did not say that was the better episode at the end there. And I think you were enticed by the 10 points, Alex. I think you weren't originally.
Also, I'm the only one here who enjoys Ludo episodes, I think. So
we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if other people try for it.
Yeah, we'll see. But I do think that Ludo was a great episode. Ludo, Where Art Thou was a great episode for sure.
Okay, 1 vote for Ludo, Where Art Thou. Let's hear from Sam Quattro. Hello, and which episode are you picking here?
Hello. I'm not going to be that person who picks Ludo just because the 10 points. Because, yeah, if anybody was going to do it, it's going to be Alex. Because I don't care about Ludo. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You're a hater.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I picked Butterfly Trap, obviously, because it harkens back to the great courtroom dramas of yesteryear. You know, To Kill a Mockingbird, Chicago, 12 Angry Men, Few Good Men, Aaron Brockovich, all those. But you can add Butterfly Trap to that list of great courtroom dramas.
Right into the pantheon, man.
Yeah, you know how like they have on like A&E or Bravo or whatever, they always have like lists of like the greatest 100 courtroom dramas or whatever in movies. This is it. This is number one.
Wow.
Give them the old
Number
Razzle
one.
Dazzle. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that is a definitive statement. I like it. Okay, so one vote for each episode. Next up, we have Michael Helton. Michael, hello, and which are you picking here?
I'm picking Ludo, Where Art Thou? And I have originally was planning on picking this before the 10 points.
Sure.
So, no, I was. So, as you guys said in the original podcast, Butterfly Trap didn't really tell us anything that we couldn't have already inferred from Eclipse of the Moon. Meanwhile, Ludo, Where Art Thou? Kind of expands like the lore of the show. Like we're in this new place that we haven't ever been to before. We're seeing Ludo learn kind of like what love is, because everyone else is like, oh, Ludo, it's just Ludo. Ludo episodes are bad. Let's kick him out. And we also see Dennis learn how to stand up for himself and prove himself to, well, himself and Ludo, and kind of stand up to his parents, even though, I mean, it wasn't really their parents, but that's some hidden lore that we can get into later if you really want to get into that. And we also learned that something happened between Ludo and Bird, which is also a new mystery to explore and theorize about.
That's true. That's an unsolved mystery here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone's ship.
That's why Ludo, Where Art Thou? Is the better episode from this week at Star.
Wow. Okay, that's more definitive. I like it. Steve Zek, hi, and which episode are you picking?
Oh, well, this week I'm doing a new strategy. Last week I wrote all my answers down. This week I'm just playing seat of my pants here. And
that's not going to pay off, Steve.
Well, then I'm going to flip a coin to the side. Heads.
Wow.
Okay.
Sound effects? Interesting. Okay.
No, that's a real coin. Okay, I guess since it's heads, I'm going to pick Butterfly Trap.
He's hesitating.
Butterfly Trap. Why?
I forgot the name of the episode for a second. Butterfly Trap. Mainly because I just love the supernatural of the Truth Box. I think that's very, very great. Awesome. What I'm most interested in, I love the family like drama of backstories of what you think you know. It's like watching an old episode like of shows like Dallas or Dynasty, and this gives me a birth to a new theory I have, and I really believe this is that King Sebastian is Faustina's.
What?
Continue.
I really think he is the biological father of Faustin's.
Oy vey.
Look up these names.
We can't tell you're King Shastakan.
Yeah,
is the biological father of who? I didn't get the second one.
Festivia.
Festivia. Okay.
Because I really think he's the type of guy who probably had something on the side with some random peasant woman. So he's a person who might say I'm way better than peasant women, but I think he has it. He's one of the type of people that will have affairs with the help. So
okay. So you think it's a double reverse it's bamboozle, and Star actually still is a princess after all.
Yes, that's what I believe.
Okay.
And also Festivia.
Yeah.
It really is a character who I haven't seen, but a character I'm very intrigued by. I'm more interested. I want to see more of her. I'm hopefully maybe get to meet her in a flashback, or maybe the ghost of her can talk to Star.
Festivia the Fun, yeah, that would be good to see her outside of the book. Okay, that theory was basically unrelated to the question, Steve, but I do like throwing in random theories. That was a 1 point answer until you threw in the theory, so I'll give you 4 points. Sam, I think, had the best answer of everyone, but it was only out of 5, so Sam gets the full 5 points.
Thank
I
you.
love listing off all of the movies and then saying this is better than all of them. We like definitive statements here. And then we have reverse outcomes for the people that chose the the Ludo episode. Alex, all I believe you did was recap the episode, and it did not enhance my understanding of it. So you only get a 2 out of 10. And then Michael gets a 7 out of 10, a solid answer, because We threw in the ship with the bird and Ludo. We had some.
Once
good
again,
logic
you
there.
are unconvinced by objectivism. You go straight to shipping. What is your problem
See,
with
I
this
didn't
show?
say
I know.
anything about a ship, but now I'm
Yes,
intrigued.
That's my
he's
interpretation of it.
He's hearing things that aren't even being said.
Yeah, well, wait for question 3. Okay, like you're right. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I did think that was the better end. That did more to convince me. Said there's more there that we didn't already know. Brought up, yeah, I think Alex, you just brought this up in our Discord that this might be new information with this dimension that can't be located that might be relevant down the line.
Yeah, there's a moment where Dennis is putting the scissors in the alchemy, his alchemy kit, trying to figure out where it is, and they change his colors all the time. He can't find it. And if that's the thing that comes back, that would actually be an interesting method for a villain to say hide from Star or Moon and the Magic High Commission. It might just be a one-off thing for like Ludo to have been hard to find because he got thrown into the void. But it would be interesting if that got exploited by someone later on in the show.
Maybe even Star herself, if she's having an identity crisis and you want to go where someone can't find you. I don't know.
She throws herself into the void.
Yes, and goes and meets Ludo. That, to be honest, that sounds like something the show
Well,
would do,
this
but
definitely felt most Twilight Zone type episode.
yes,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. It has a very interesting tone, very different from normal Star versus the Forces of
I
Evil
also didn't
episodes.
buy the answer, Alex, because you said Butterfly Trap was one of the best episodes of the show on the recap. So I
Had-
feel like contradicting.
Had the coin landed on Tails, that would have been my explanation of comparing it to Twilight Zone.
Please continue
I mean,
to
they're both-
flip a coin for every answer, Steve. Please do that.
They're both really great episodes, and I think
I
both
don't
of them
agree
could
with
be
that.
called the best episodes of the show, quite frankly.
Okay. I'm going to subtract a point for that, Alex. So Alex moves to 1 point because that was intentionally just to piss me off. So let's move on to let's speed things up here and move on to question 2, which is which character was MVP of the week? Who was your favorite character? Who contributed the most? However you want to interpret that from either episode. Which character MVP of the week, Steve?
Oh, MVP Romulus.
Okay,
'Cause
why?
Yeah, not only did he's the one who confessed over their secrets there, but he also gave us the kind of the birth of a new ship, Romulus and Moon. A ship none of us like, but hey, he went out there, man, and it gave us like we look at his relationship with Moon in past episodes in a whole new light.
I bet you there's fic of it right now.
Yeah, someone's on
There's
it.
probably thick of it before this episode.
Yeah, and I just felt like someone I say Romulus. That just he's like probably everyone's least favorite member of the High Magic Commission. So I had to give the guy some love this week.
I think there's a lot of Romulus fans. I think Delaney's a big Romulus fan, so we'll hear about that. But yeah, okay, good choice, Steve. Michael, who's your MVP of the week?
Dennis from Ludo, Where Art Thou? Because Ludo, I mean, nobody likes Ludo. Like Ludo's parents, they're like the Dylans of the Star universe.
Yeah.
They just don't care about him. But Dennis, he actively wants to go and try to seek him out and kind of form a meaningful relationship with him and give him another chance. And Dennis is just the best this week.
Okay. Yeah, that's a solid answer, an obvious answer here. Michael got to it first, so Alex has to readjust. That was my prediction for Alex's answer. Sam, who's your MVP of the week?
Obviously, my MVP for the week is the Truth Box. Primarily because we got to see all of its different modes. We got Bachelorette mode, Hey Girls, Party, Intervention mode, Party mode, some other modes I don't remember, Trial mode, obviously. So, we got to see like a whole new dimension of the Truth Box, and I can't wait to explore the other ones.
A whole new dimension. I think that's a pun on the show, but yeah. Okay, good. The Truth Box, a character. I buy it. I'm not even going to ask for
I mean,
follow-up.
it is a character. It has a voice actor and everything.
Is that what constitutes a character,
Yes.
having a voice actor?
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. That is a good defense. Alex,
it seemed to speak for itself.
yeah, it did.
It did at the end when it left.
Yeah, I want. Is the Truth Box sapient? That's a discussion.
It
for-
is.
Okay. Alex, who's your MVP?
Well, the name of the show is Star versus the Forces of Evil, and hey, for once, Star Butterfly showed up in Butterfly Trap. I do think that despite her few appearances, but the lines that she gets are very important to the story and end up elevating the episode to what the level that it actually is one of the best episodes of the show. Especially like in when they're getting trapped by the bots, she's the one who just lays out to the Magic High Commission like you guys are being hypocrites. Like, how does lying make you any different from the person you're trying? And that's what part of what ends up getting Romulus to spill the beans. And then, of course, the final sequence where Star expresses her utter sadness and then frustration with the realization that they're no longer royals, of believing that they're nobodies. That's going to set a lot in motion, and also that adds a lot of emotional heft to the end of that entire episode. So I do think that Star, for her few appearances, brought a lot of heat in her lines. I especially like just the angry delivery that she gives in those final moments. So yeah, Star makes that episode as great as it is.
Okay. I'm conflicted. On one hand, obviously I love Star. On the other hand, I didn't think she was used enough in that episode. I'll give you a 4 on that one, Alex. Sam with another perfect answer gets a 5.
Oh, thank you.
Michael, a 3 for the Dennis. Although, I don't know. Maybe I'm too harsh on the conventional answers. Steve, 4? Okay, sure. I wrote it down already. So after 2 rounds, I believe Michael and Sam are tied for the lead, with Alex bringing up the rear. And let's move on to our third question. I'm excited to hear the answers for which ship won the week. Just to note, Steve already brought up the obvious answer of Romulus and Moon, so I don't know. But which ship was the big winner here? Let's start with Michael.
Okay, so I think what should qualify as best ship would be something that wouldn't be acceptable in previous episodes. So I'm leading to Eclipsa and Moon, which the main reason is this will remove River from the equation, and we can get rid of River episodes throughout the rest of the show, which would just enhance Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Shots fired.
And this will also give us confirmed LGBT rep as main characters in a Disney cartoon.
So this is plausible now because they are not related, right? That's what you mean.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So before you couldn't ship it, out of bounds. Now it's happening. Everyone's hot new ship. I like that answer. Okay. Sam, ship of the week.
Wow, I don't know if I can beat that answer. I like this answer a lot. Mm-hmm. But I am kind of basic. I said Sean X, his reaction GIF like faces.
Wait, are you shipping him with himself?
Yes.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
So people do that all the time.
Reaction GIFs?
Yeah. Have you ever been on Tumblr? Were you on Tumblr when the 2012 movie The Lorax came out?
Oh no!
I mean, I blocked out on memory.
With himself, Dylan.
Oh, that's what you're referring to. Okay, talk about the reaction GIFs. Come on.
The reaction GIFs. Well, obviously, the official Disney XD Twitter posted some reaction GIFs of Sean's faces. And I'm like, oh, that's like a good look on Sean. So, like, I feel like he would appreciate that for himself. Yeah, he'd just look at himself in the mirror and be like, oh, yeah.
Are you saying he's killing it with his selfies on Instagram?
Okay, no one understands that reference. I don't follow, but okay, understood. Steve, what's your ship of the week?
Okay, I'm going with Ludo and Spider.
Okay, so not the aforementioned Ludo and Bird. Why Ludo and Spider?
Well, because Ludo definitely was excited to see Spider. He had treats for her. He remembers Spider, unlike Bird.
That's a basic qualification, yeah.
Yeah, and you get the idea though of Spider was, I believe, was Ludo's first girl, I believe.
First animal companion in Ludo. Yeah. In Ludo in the Wild. I've blocked out memory of that episode. That sounds right.
So though. She was first, so she's definitely have more of a special place in Ludo's heart.
Okay. Alex.
Look, the most beautiful relationship here is the one that was formed between Ludo and Dennis. From the very beginning, you see that Dennis has a strong affection for Ludo, to the point that he has kept his helmet safe and sound throughout all this time. Of course, he goes and finds that Ludo has not seen Dennis for a long time, but they slowly get to know each other again after Ludo's amnesia. And finally, once Ludo sees Dennis prove himself, Ludo finally learns to say, I love you. Ew. And they have a very emotional hug at the end. And it's great to see brothers' relationships that have been separated for a long time, but because of those family bonds, they're able to get together once again. It's so nice to see families reunited.
Sounded like you were reading from your own fanfic there for a second.
It's a fanfic of my own life. I want it to be like that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to grade that last one, but Steve, I was most impressed by maybe, to be honest, Steve gave the most traditional answer, even though it was about a spider. I'm going to give Steve 5 full points. Michael 4 points, Sam 3 points, Alex 3 points. I don't know. That sounds right. Let's do that. Well, I'll tabulate as we move on to our next question here. I can't give low points to the shippings because they're all valid. All our ships are valid, even Alex's problem, even Sam's, which is not a ship. So
wow. Okay, Dylan. You know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Was your answer taken by someone else? Is that why you had to?
We have to make do without Starco.
Look, so one of you four could just say Starco and don't even give an explanation. I'd give you 5 points. So
oh my god, Dylan, that's cheating.
You could just do that. That's such an easy way. Anyway,
you are such a cheater.
It's like an injured player winning MVP.
Yes, exactly. That's no one else is even playing.
Well, okay. Ludo had them in his closet, so.
Yeah, exactly. They're in the episode. That's true. Steve, you should have gave that as your answer. Come on.
Star and Dummy Marco, ship of the week.
Wow.
Great.
Let's ship Ludo with the Star Doll.
I think
no.
I think I would have given 10 points to Star Doll Marco. Yeah.
Oh my god, Dylan.
Question 4 is simple, and I want short answers for Ludo or Ludon't. Alex.
Ludo. Look, Ludo is a great character. He has intimacy issues. He has daddy issues that he's needed to work out for a long time. He's a lost soul yearning for purpose. He's slowly getting there by attacking his demons one by one. And once he gets there, he'll be a valuable asset to the Star, Marco, Kelly, Tom team. And he'll help them take down whatever villain is coming down in the future, but only once he has settled his personal life. So Ludo, I am for personal betterment.
That's your team? That's the dream team?
Sure, why not?
Ow.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
What about Jackie?
Jackie's
Lynn?
not on the show
Lee?
anymore. No, she doesn't exist.
I mean,
her and Jenna.
Jackie and Ludo could hang out together if they really wanted to.
Yeah, I feel like Jana's the bigger omission there. Ponyhead. Anyway. Sam. Is it Ludo or Ludo? I don't know. Ludo or Ludon't?
Honestly, I'm going to say Ludo.
Why?
Because he's actually getting interesting. He has, the hashtag mental health issues that I like to see represented. Not that I actively want characters to be miserable, but it's good rep for that. And hopefully, he'll see a therapist and we'll get a good, more well-rounded, more healthier Ludo.
Okay. 2 votes, Ludo. Michael, what say you?
I'm going to continue the train and go Ludo because he's just a Starco shipper like all of us. He put them in their 7 minutes of heaven closet for the whole episode, so Ludo.
11 minutes in heaven.
Wow.
11 minutes. 22 minutes in heaven.
That's an answer I can get behind. Okay. Steve, what's your... you said you answered yes, Ludo, but you related it to Starco. What a brilliant choice. Okay, Steve, what's your Ludo or Ludon't?
Y'all put me in a tough spot. I have no choice. I gotta say Ludon't. He has served his purpose. He helped them defeat Toffee. I think his character is more linked to Toffee than anybody else. He had really nothing to do with Meteora, Eclipsa, or Mina, or any of our future villains right there. So I think it's time to retire him. I hope he gets better. I'm glad he's seeking help and stuff, but it's time to move on to other characters who need more fleshing out. Especially Jana.
Okay, slow down. You on a good track there. Okay. Yes, Steve, correct. Good, you got it. I love it. Love that answer. Okay, Steve's getting 7 points because I love that answer. Michael's getting 6 points because that was also a brilliant answer, and then Sam and Alex get 4 points, also serviceable answers. But
they'll do in a pinch.
Yeah, I mean, it is out of 5. Ludo in a pinch, yeah. Just relate your answers to Starkle. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the key already to winning. Michael and Steve lead with 20 points each, heading into question 5. This is kind of complicated. Which character or characters in Star most need the truth box, and for what? And on what setting? So, which characters need it, what purpose they need it for, and which setting would they use the truth box for? Alex.
Ugh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go. You know what? I think Jackie needs a party, man. Like she's been through a rough time, and she had to break up with Marco after all that, and she's been stuck on Earth without adventures. She's not been caught up in any of the Star Marco stuff. She just has to deal with boring math class, and she's been abandoned by her closest friends. Even Jana probably hangs out more with Star and Marco than she does with Jackie. We know that Jana and Jackie used to hang out in season 1 a lot more often. So she just needs a good time, and I think the bots can do that for her.
What's the truth function being used for?
I don't know. They can do the sleepover thing again, but it's fun because they get to express their true feelings. And Jackie can tell that to people who don't have any connection to Star Marco, so she doesn't feel pressure of hiding anything. She can just let it all out.
Okay, second follow-up. Is this party underwater?
It could be.
Okay, so you're not committing to the mermaid. Okay, gotcha.
The problem is I don't know if Jackie and Johnny Blowhole are going to get along because Johnny Blowhole, like, he might have a history, so I don't want to commit to that.
Okay. Bonus. I like the Johnny Blowhole. That saved the answer, Johnny Blowhole reference. Okay. Michael, who needs the truth box for what and on what setting?
I think Star needs the truth box on the party setting because she never got the box never got its chance to finish the fact that she had a crush on Marco back in the sleepover episode. So it needs to repeat that answer to Star, and also preferably Tom and Star together when they're the same spot.
Yes. Okay. Tom, Star need a hashing out. Okay, from the truth box. Yes, like it. Okay. Steve, truth box, what setting, for what purpose?
Okay, I'm going with Kelly. Truth box for what's party? She kind of has to admit her feelings for Marco and get in and she has to get in the game if she wants to be she wants to win the whole Marco harem thing. Because or she's gonna lose it to Star or someone else, or even Jana or Ponyhead. You never know. But yeah, she needs to take Ponyhead's advice of, you got to admit your true feelings. You cannot suppress them. And besides, Kelly was one of the characters who was omitted from the original, sleepover party. She needed to be there because you had Ponyhead, you had Jana, you had Jackie, Star. Kelly's the only major young female character that was not there, and she needs to get her chance.
Okay, that's a good point. Alex, how do you feel about Steve giving the Kelko answer and not you?
Well, it's an interesting question for sure, because if that happened back in the sleepover episode, it would have immediately been Tad, because that's all Kelly knew at that point. But several seasons have passed. She's gotten this connection with Marco. But at the same time, we still don't know how deep her history is with Tad. So if you put her under that pressure of putting the bots, she might give the answer that's deep down, which might be Tad. But that's because she hasn't come to terms with her eventual fate, which should be with Marco.
Okay. Finn on that fanfic. Good follow up to Steve's nonsense. Okay. Sam, I'm expecting big things from your answer here. What you got?
Okay, so I would have the truth box on the Bachelorette setting
Yes.
for Jana.
Ooh. Okay. Wow.
Because I really want to know what Jana's preference is, but I don't want to straight up ask her. That's too confrontational. I don't want to forcibly out her. But if it's
So just get the box to do it for you.
yeah, if it's push comes to shove, do you want a Chippendale sort of thing for a bachelorette party? Do you want something else? I don't know. So I'm not gonna put on an intervention or something because I feel like that's too confrontational. I don't want to be are you gay? I don't want that. I just want her to feel like she can have fun, she can be herself, and maybe pick some lady entertainment for her bachelorette party.
She would totally do a seance for her bachelorette party.
You know what? If it's gay lady seance, I'll be down with that. She just calls up some gay ghosts.
Yeah, male skeleton or female skeleton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does the skeleton have boobs? I don't know.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay. Yeah. See, this is the obvious answer is bachelorette setting, guys. Come on. That was what I was looking for here. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wanted Star on the bachelorette setting so we can finally have Starco happen, right? That's the obvious.
Yeah, just post a bunch of Marco heads on these Chippendale dancers.
Too easy. You must suffer for your Starco.
Well, that's the tagline for the show. So yeah. Okay, Sam, 7 points. Great answer. Steve, I like Steve's answer second most, 5 points. And then Alex and Michael also had good answers, 4 points. So, going into the final question here, Steve is leading with 25 points. No pressure, Steve.
Pressure. Thanks a lot.
Sam and Michael 1 point behind with 24, and then Alex basically out of it at 16. Unless he can, he did pull a Hail Mary last week with this Tom Star breakup question. Yeah. So let's see. So as the returning question, do these episodes bring us closer to the highly anticipated Tom Star breakup? Will it be next week? They'll at least be on screen next week. Maybe it could happen next week. Are we closer to the highly anticipated Tom Star breakup? Let's start off with Michael.
Yes, because of the truth box. You can ask Star, who she has a crush on. She might hesitate. Tom will be like, "Oh, you're not even a princess anyway. I'm out," and then leave. And then Marco will be like, "Well, you're still a princess to me," and then we all clap.
Yes, I'm thinking it.
I love that little gasp.
Yes, that's me reading fanfic. Yeah, okay. I like that answer. Yes, because the truth box is back in play in the show. Yeah, it's gonna be next week. Yeah, okay. Steve, are we closer to the Tom Star breakup?
Yes, and simply for the same reason I mentioned last week. So I'm gonna stick with my guns here. Now Star has quit being a princess. Tom's gonna have to rethink things of a relationship, of their status being different, and Star quit her job. If you remember, 20 years ago, the first step of Ross and Rachel's breakup was Rachel quitting her job. So this is equivalent of the same thing as Star quitting her job as princess, and so not having an income or a job being. Now, Tom is reconsidering his options here, and deep down, he's a shallow person. He sees himself as the Prince of Darkness. He hangs out with royals. He didn't show any concern when that monster being picked on when went shopping. So he's going to show his true colors.
Okay, we'll see if this Friends reference helps or hurts. Everything on the line, and Steve goes Friends. Interesting tactic. Okay,
I had to.
You had to. What do you mean you had to? That's lost her job. It's not a one-for-one comparison. I mean, you're allowed to say out there things on this, but this is not a had to.
Yes, I'm sticking with my gun since I mentioned it last week. I'm going down with the
I don't know if that'll help or hurt. Is repeating the answer, but Sam, Tom Star breakup.
Yes, because of the highly anticipated episode, Booth Buddies. Here's how I think it's going to go down. I think Star and Marco are going to kiss in that episode, and Star's going to be like, "Oh, I'm still with Tom, blah, blah, blah." And then there's going to be a whole thing, and then Tom and Star are going to break up, and then Starco will be still confused, but at least Tom and Star will break up. The end.
Man, okay. Getting more hype for Booth Buddies. Week and a half now. The hype is building. Alex, are we closer to the Tom Star breakup?
Yes, but I don't think for the reasons Steve and Michael have said, because they seem to point to the fact that because Star is no longer a princess, that Tom will use that as grounds to break up with her. But as we've noted in this show, Tom has no interest in politics whatsoever. He seems to like Star just for the personality part of it. But on the other hand, Star is very interested in this part of her identity. This has been a huge part to her. When she realized that she wasn't a princess, she was broken. So while Tom at first glance maybe try to pretend to be supportive, like, oh yeah, we'll get through this and all that. But when push comes to shove, Tom will demonstrate that he's not that interested in all this. And that's going to offend Star, because obviously that shows that they have very different priorities in life. That Tom is just interested in, living out his life the normal way. But Star is interested in helping people as much as she can. And she feels that not being a princess hinders her in that purpose. So once they realize that those priorities are just totally out of whack, that is going to end up putting too much friction on their relationship to the point of a breakup. So I do think that this revelation is going to push Star a lot closer to that moment.
Man, okay, brought it for the second week in a row. I think that is closest to the truth, right? So I like Steve's read that Tom is shallow and won't want to be at Star for being a princess, but we haven't seen that Tom cares at all about royal stuff, like Alex said. So like Star is gonna be broken up about this. Tom's like, who cares? I could be not a prince. It wouldn't matter, right? That's what you're saying. And Tom's like not gonna be there for her basically. So yeah, loving it. Did I summarize it right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Star and Marco will go to McDonald's together and have a good time.
The end.
I haven't read that. I haven't read that one, but
they'll get a Happy Meal.
Sharing a Happy Meal.
They'll feed each other chicken McNuggets.
Alex desperately trying to recoup points with the Star references at this point, but not gonna cut it. I will give him 10 points for that answer, double, because that was beyond expectations. It won't be enough, but 10 points for that answer for Alex. Sam, on the other hand, gets 0 points because she did not answer the question.
Wow, screw you, Dylan. I didn't answer the question.
The question is, how do these episodes bring
I
us
don't
closer?
care.
Not how do Booth Buddies in 2 weeks bring us closer?
They didn't even show up in these episodes. Marco has been MIA for like weeks.
Are you saying, Sam, that this question is ridiculous? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think it's a good question, but I don't think we have to ask it every single week.
Oh, okay.
Marco was in Ludo, Where Art Thou? Just for the record.
He was not.
That's pushing it. Okay. Michael, to be honest, I don't remember these answers. It was too long ago, but I've given Michael 4 points. This was, the jukebox. Yeah, that's why. But it wasn't. I don't follow. The logic wasn't there, but it had the Starco, and I gasped. So that's a good answer. And I am going to reward Steve with 5 points because it was a well thought out, well reasoned, defended response, despite the Friends reference, despite repeating himself, which means.
Also, are you really are you fine with comparing Marco to David Schwimmer?
Look, he didn't say. If he said that, it wouldn't have happened. But he didn't.
Yeah,
he
that
didn't
was
make that.
kind of like a.
He didn't make that explicit comparison.
No.
So it's fine.
Ross is a bad person.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't. To be honest, I've never seen Friends, so I don't really care. But
I'm more of a Seinfeld guy myself. Really. You guys should know.
Okay, Steve, don't ruin it. I'm about to crown you the champion. Sam 24, Alex 26, Michael 28, and I never thought I would have seen the day. Steve, 30 points is our winner. Steve, 20 seconds. Talk about any Star topic you want. It probably is going to involve Jana. Go.
Okay. So when it's time for Jana to appear in the show. I want her to be like to be the one who's gonna.
10
to
seconds
be
left.
the advisor to the new Queen Muni Meteor.
She probably would do that.
Yeah. Wow, calling your shot. Okay, I like that. Making a bold prediction with the FaceTime. Jana, advisor to Meteora. Will that happen this season?
Yes.
We'll find out. Well,
Jana will be totally into it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of steps we need to take to get to that point, but
are there though? They could just make it happen.
On a broader note, why hasn't Jana been involved at all in this whole monster plot? Like, this feels like right up her alley. We're bringing monsters and humans together.
They're baiting her time. They're baiting their time. Can I just say one thing though?
You used your 20 seconds.
No, now that it's over, I just want to say what would I did if for the answer about the tooth box if I said use the tooth box on Fool Duke to confess her feelings to Rupert. That was what I was really thinking of doing, but then I said, no, I didn't want to take that chance, especially since I was so close.
That would have been a great answer just because it's so stupid. So I would have rewarded that
Okay,
answer.
all right.
Dylan is so biased. We need a less biased judge.
Biased in favor of stupid answers.
Yeah,
That's
I would
where you
like to point out that it was my Ludo love that sunk this ship. So all you Ludo fans, please send me condolences because
Well, I'm just
I
glad.
deserve it.
Well, I'm just glad though I won and Alex was here, because if Alex did not show up for this and I won, it would be tainted, because I think the champion needs to show up every
Okay.
panel before they get the
Yeah.
finish.
Okay, Steve will return next week to defend his title. Will he make more Friends references? Will Alex shill for Ludo more? We'll find out next time on the panel. And will everyone just say Starco, because now that I gave away how to win the panel? But
We already knew how to win the panels. Just appease you.
Yeah, Dylan's like weird investment in Sarko.
look, this is how you watch the show. If Reddit tells me anything, this is how you should watch Star.
What, just just be waiting on bated breath for Starko and just everything else sucks?
Well,
yeah.
well, for me,
Wow.
Starco and memes.
if I was hosting the panel, for me,
Yeah.
the secret would be mention Jana. Oh,
Yeah, we got that, Steve. We got that already. Okay. Thanks to our contestant. Thanks for listening to this. Let us know what was your favorite answer. What did you think of the panel here? Let us know overlyanimated.com. If you're listening on YouTube, you can comment there as well. Come talk with us on Discord about Star. overlyanimated.com/discord, and thanks support us via patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our current patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Rachel, aka Rachel Rose, and thanks as always to our patron executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, Alex, Andy, and Hugh. Big Star episodes coming up this Saturday with what is another mystery and some other nonsense. Marco Jr.
Marco
Yeah,
Jr.
that is some other nonsense.
Yeah, Marco and Preg.
Marco M.
This
Preg
is
episode
Starco
is
nonsense,
happening.
yeah.
Okay.
Starco Child. It's canon. It's happening on Saturday, so tune in. Star is in that episode. There was a preview clip. Star is
Oh, is she?
on Earth. Star is on Earth. Yeah.
I don't watch the
Spoilers.
preview clips.
It aired on
Neither.
Adam. Show was on a Nevada local news and aired the preview. It was very
the
weird.
sh-
That's
So
exactly
it's not
where
like
it
on the
deserves
Disney
to be.
XD YouTube page. So,
Are you saying that's what Starco deserves, Alex? Is that what you're
I'm
telling
saying
me?
that's what Marco Jr. deserves.
Okay, well, you're really already down on the episode without you even seen it. Okay, that's a bold take. I like that. So we will be there for these episodes. Thank you guys very much for listening. We will see you next time. Bye.
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 Bye.